a lot of people won't admit it or they don't like it, but I love to go grocery shopping because, you know, I like to eat, okay? And the stores down there are the size of football fields. The grocery carts are like little mini Volkswagens. And everybody's driving around, hitting each other, and it's a whole crazy scene. But when I went to the market with my sister, and I noticed a lot of parking spots in the front of the store were empty, even though the store was crowded. I'm like, what's going on? So as we're driving by, you have your handicap spots. You know, they're all over the place. They're ubiquitous. And then you have military personnel. And then you had women with children, parents with children, and then I swear to God, expectant mothers. Really. And I'm like, okay, well, where's this going to end? What's next? Pedophiles? Parolees?
Oh, that's where you park, right?
Civil War reenactors? I mean, give me a break, all right? Let me just park my car, okay? And so, you know, the South is trying to be really sweet and nice. I'm watching the news. This is hysterical. And you know our traffic reports here in the city, depending upon what day you watch, the traffic it's a friggin' horror show. Backed up for days. And I'm watching, I don't know what time it was, the local news, and it's like, well, let's go to Cindy for our traffic report. And it goes over to Cindy, and then you see a blank screen, and Cindy's like, I swear, there was a car here a minute ago. It must have went over the hill. Stay tuned, there'll be more traffic. You know what I'm saying? I was born in Flushing, I grew up on Long Island. And very exciting, right? And I hung out with a bunch of crazy people, and we did crazy things when I was a kid. And at one point, there's a bunch of us in a car. We decide to go get some fast food. We go to Burger King. And we pull up to the window. Obviously, we didn't go inside because we were nuts. And it was the usual, let's get 3 Big Macs, 3 Cokes, 3 large fries, and a blowjob. And the guy comes back on the intercom and he repeats the order. He says, do you want ketchup on that blowjob? Yes, right? Now, also in the news, I've been reading a lot about the comfort, what do they call it? Comfort support animals, as opposed to emotional support.
Yeah.
But, you know, people have dogs, people have cats, kind of normal stuff. But then, you know, you get this guy that wants to bring a peacock on the plane. And it's like, it's a little much. You know, what, do you get like 3 seats? In case the peacock wants to, like, get crazy? Or this other guy had a porcupine. They were like, that's like a weapon of mass destruction. That's not gonna work. Get him out, get him off. I was intrigued about Ancestry.com, so I went ahead and did it, sent in my DNA, got a letter back, very official. I opened it up, and I was like super psyched because they had, right up front, they had the family crest. And it was called the House of Hendricks. And it was a picture of a martini glass. And it basically said I was 80% gin and 20% vermouth. So much for hanging out in this place, you know what I'm saying? I love English, vernacular, the way people say things, like if you're in a restaurant and they want to like borrow a piece of your food, what are they going to give it back later? Or, excuse me, I just have to go visit the restroom. What you're visiting the restroom? Is it lonely? Is it tired of being shit on? Okay, now this is for real. I love it. I love the New York Times. This was an article in the Science Times months ago. What is a fecal transplant and why would I want one? Are you serious? Really? And then basically it's because it's used as a treatment for a serious infection of the colon, blah, blah, blah. But what's really cool, and I cracked up, is the last line is, It is not recommended to perform stool transplantation at home without guidance from a professional. I mean, talk about eat shit, okay? Jim Dator, folks. Another round of applause for him, the one, the only.